Hello, we are about to start our first math lesson in Eureka Math for 2nd grade. So you need to have the first packet ready from your lesson manual. We are going to be on Module 2, Lesson 1. Module 2, Lesson 1, and you can see that we see Module 2, Lesson 1. Now in this packet, there are some things that you need to get cut out. There are some 10 frames that you need to get cut out, and there are some count 5 cards that you need to get cut out. So you probably need to pause the video for just a minute and get those cut out. So we're going to set that aside for just a couple of minutes, and your job is to cut out the count 5 cards and the 10 frame cards. So please take care of that before you continue on with this lesson. So pause as you need. All right, so we are going to start with our 10 frame cards today. So let's take a look at how the 10 frame cards are put together. They are, students need to look at the 10 frame and they're counting the dots that are showing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's always 5 across the top and 5 across the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 cards showing, or 9 dots showing. So I would ask myself the question, if I had 9, how many more would it take for me to equal 10? Since it's called a 10 frame. I have 9, how many more would it take for me to equal 10? I can see that I have 1 blank box, so that would be 9 plus 1 equals 10. Let's take a look at the next one. Let's take a look and see what we've got going on here. Let me just erase this. I'm going to be writing on my desk. I'm going to mix these up just a titch. Let's take a look at this one. So on this 10 frame, we can see that we have 5 dots that are showing, and so I ask myself the question, I have 5 dots showing, how many more would it take to make 10? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because 5 plus 5 is 10. Now, using these 10 frames helps your student feel comfortable with what it is going to take to be able to make what we call a 10. On this card, I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 dots that are showing. I need to ask myself, what would it take to make a 10? Well, I've got 5 blank spaces plus 1 more would give me 6. 6 plus 4 is 10, just like that. I can also think of this in terms of the commutative property of addition. I can say that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are blank, and oops, that's not showing. I'm seeing it on my desk, but you're not seeing it. How about if I move this up just a little bit? So I'm going to go back, put these up here. Let me do that. So we started off with, forgive me, we started off with 4 are showing. I know that I'm going to have to add 5 plus 1, which gives me 6. 5 plus 1 is equal to 10. Okay, I can go the opposite way to show the commutative property. I can see how many are blank. There are 5 plus 1 that are blank, so that's 6. Plus the 4 that are showing gives me 10, just like that. Now I can also do this with subtraction. I'm making myself a group of numbers that work together. I start with 10 squares. I'm going to take away the 4 that are, whoops, I just did an addition. There, let's go like this. Take away the 4 that are showing. How many does that leave? Well, that shows me that I have 6 blanks. And I can also say 10, take away the 6 that I can't see, is equal to 4. Wow, Miss Star, you didn't quite get where you needed it to be. All right, I'll try to be a little bit better on the next one. How about that? That one didn't work out so good, but we'll try the next one. So here we have 3 that are showing. So 3 plus, how many are not showing? 5, 6, 7. 3 plus 7 equals 10. And then I can go using the commutative property of addition. I'm going to say there are 7 that are not showing, plus the 3 that are showing gives me 10 again. Now I can do the related math fact for subtraction. There are 10 squares. I'm going to take away the 3 that are showing, which gives me 7. And again, I'm going to do 10, take away the 7 that are not showing, gives me 3. So here are the related math facts that go with this 10 frame. Let's try another one. So here we have a 2 10 frame. Let's start with the addition side, and these are things that you should be practicing with your student at home, much more than what I'm doing just now. This is just a demonstration. So I'm starting off with 2 that show. I'm going to add the ones that don't show. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 plus 3 would be 8. 2 plus 8 would give me 10. Then I can say how many are not showing. There are 8 that are not showing. How many are showing? There are 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. Now I can do the related math facts for subtraction. 10, take away the 2 that are showing, equals 8. And 10, take away the 8 that are not showing, equals 2. Again, these are the related math equations that go with this 10 frame. So let's take a look at another one. And I'm just randomly going to pick one out of here. Here, let's do this one right here. All right. So let's write the 4 related math facts that go with this 10 frame. How many do I have showing? Well, I have 5 plus 1 more gives me 6, plus the 4 that are not showing would give me a total of 10. This is making a 10. Now I can use the commutative property of addition, and I can say I have 4 that are not showing plus the 6 that are showing equals 10. And then I can say the subtraction related fact is 10, take away the 6 that are showing, leaves me with 4 that are not showing, and 10, take away the 4 that are not showing right here is equal to 6. Now you should go over each of these 10 frames just in the fashion that I've just shown you, practicing how to make a 10 and how to use a 10 to take away to find the missing part. So knowing what those number equations are that are related to this math 10 card are very important. This is a practice that you'll need to do much more than what I'm just doing here. Okay, what if we had, let's look, whoop, there's 10. Well, let's do this one. So let's see what we have showing here. We have 10 that are showing, plus how many are not showing? Well, there are 0. So 10 plus 0 gives us 10. Now, I can also do the commutative property with this one by saying 0 plus 10 is also equal to 10. Now I'm going to do the subtraction. If I have 10 and I take away 0, I end up with 10. If I have 10 take away 10, I end up with 0. All right, so there you go. You can practice those with your 10 frames. I would mix them around just a little bit and make sure that you get all of them. Let's take a look at maybe this one. Let's see what this one looks like. So here we are. I'm looking at what's showing. I have 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 2 that are not showing gives me 10. I can do the commutative property. 2 that are not showing plus the 8 that are showing also gives me 10. And 10, take away the 8 that are showing, leaves me 2 that are not showing. And 10, take away 2 would be equal to the 8 that are showing. Again, this is how you use these 10 frames and practicing helping your child make a 10. All right, so now we are going to do another kind of counting. This is called happy counting using this device that's called a Rick and Rack. Rick and Rack. I'm going to start by counting. We're just going to be using these first two rows here. Don't worry about the bottom. We're going to just do these. We're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I have 10 beads across the top, and I am going to start adding in now. This is actually counting the 10 way using our Rick and Rack. So we counted with 10. I've got my 10 beads, and now I am going to say 10, 1. 10, 1 is the same as 10 plus 1, which equals 11. If I move this back, I still have 10. What if I said 10, 1, 2? 10, 2, 10, 2, 10, 2 would be the same as 10 plus 2, which is equal to 12. Now, let's go back one. 10, 1 would be the same as 10 plus 1, which is 11. What if I did this? 10, 3. 10 plus 3 is 13. This is counting the 10 way. Let's count back. 10, 2. 10 plus 2 is 12. What if I did this? 10, 4. 10 plus 4 is 14. Now let's do this. 10, 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. Now I'm going to move 2 over. 10, here's 5, plus 2 more is 7. 10, 7 is equal to 17. I'm going to take a bead away. 10, 6, because I've got 5 plus 1. 10, 6 is the same as 16. This is counting the 10 way. What if I had 10, 5 plus 3 is 8. So 10 plus 8 would be 18. Oops, wait a minute. Sorry, I did that wrong. That was a boo-boo. So I have that. This is actually 18. 10 plus 5, 6, 7, 8 gives me 10, 8, which is 18. If I added that next one, then I have 10 plus 9. 10, 9 is equal to 19. And 2 10s, or 2 10 would be 20. Here we go back. We're going to try that again. We're going to start off by counting 5 and 10. What would this be? Think about it. 10, 3 would be the same as 13. 10 plus 3 is 13. Let's look at this one. So I have 10 plus 7. 10 plus 7 would be 17, or 10, 7 would be 17. What about this? 10, 9 would be the same as 19. Okay, we're going to try a couple more. What if I did this? Think about it. 10, 5 would be the same as 15. How about this? 10, 9 would be the same as 19. What about that? 10, 1 is 11. 10, 4 is, I hope you said 14. 10, 6 would be 16. 10, 210 would be 20. So that is counting using our Rick and Rack. Okay, this time we're going to be doing some counting up when my thumb is going up. This is stop, and this is counting down. So counting up, stop, counting down. Counting up, stop, counting down. And we're going to be skip counting, or doing our counting the 10 way, where we are going to start on, say, starting on, here's our stop, starting on 10, 3. If I want to go up, then I say 10, 4, 10, 5, 10, 6, 10, 7, 10, 8, stop. Where did I stop on? I stopped on 10, 8. Now I'm going to go down. 10, 7, 10, 6, 10, 5, 10, 4, 10, 3, 10, 2, 10, 1. Stop. Going back up. 10, 1, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 4. Stop. Down. 10, 3, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 4, 10, 5, 10, 6, 10, 5, 10, 4, 10, 3, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 4, 10, 5, 10, 6, 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 9, 2, 10 would be where we're going to stop. Okay, we're going to try that again. This time we're going to start on 10, 5. Ready, and 10, 5, 10, 6, 10, 7, 10, 6, 10, 5, 10, 4, 10, 3, 10, 2, 10, 0, 10, 1, 10, 2, 10, 1, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 4, 10, 5, and stop. All right, so that is counting, happy counting, using hand signals, and we are doing counting the 10 way. So your student should be able to count by tens. I probably should have said that back at the beginning of this video, but it sort of slipped my mind. But I think most first graders could easily skip count by tens. Let's just try that. We're going to skip count by tens. We're going to start with 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We're going to try that again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We can also count backwards by starting with 100, 90, 80, 70, 60. Oops, I didn't do that right. 100, take away 1 would be 90. Take away 1 would be 80. Take away 1 would be 60. Take away 1 would be 50. Take away 1 would be 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. So that skip counting up and down by tens is really important. Okay, we're going to continue on now with, we're going to say 10 plus a fact. So this is going to help you. We did this just a few minutes ago when we were saying that we were going to, when we were counting the 10 way. So let's take a look at 10 plus a number, like 10 plus 1. 10 plus 1 equals 11. 10 plus 5 equals 15. Notice that I'm going 10, 1, 11, 10, 5, 15. 10 plus 7 equals 17. Now you try. 10 plus 9 equals, what would that be? If you said 19, congratulations. 10 plus 3 equals, what would that be? If you said 13, congratulations. 10 plus, oops, sorry, not a 10, equals 10 plus 2 equals, did you say 12? 10 plus 4 equals, did you say 14? I hope you did. So how about if we said 10 plus 6 equals, what would that be? 16? Let's see, did we get them all? We have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Uh-oh, we left one out. What would that be? Would it be 10 plus 8 equals 18? Now these are facts that you should be practicing, and in just a few minutes we are going to do a little sprint using one of our pages out of our packet to cover adding 10 plus 1 or plus 3. And you can start seeing the pattern. 10 plus 1, 11. 10 plus 5, 15. 10 plus 7, 17. 10 plus 9, 19. 10 plus 3, 13. 10 plus 2, 12. 10 plus 4, 14. 10 plus 6, 16. 10 plus 8, 18. If I did 10 plus 10, wouldn't that be the same as 2 tens, which would be 20? All right, very well done. You can practice that a little bit more on your own as well. Now the next activity that we're going to be doing is called a sprint. You'll see right up here it says Lesson 1 Sprint. The first thing you want to do is put your name on the paper. I like the first name and your last initial and today's date, which, oh dear, I got to think what the date, well, whatever the day is today, because it is going to be different for each person. So I am going to be having you look at these problems, and you're going to be adding 10, just like we did just a couple of minutes ago. I am going to time you for 1 minute. Let me get my timer ready to go. I'm going to time you for 1 minute, and in that 1 minute, you're going to go as far as you possibly can. You are going to be going as far as you can in 1 minute. I will tell you that as you go through these, they get progressively a little bit more difficult, and maybe looking at some things that we haven't done just yet. But go as far as you can in that 1 minute timing. Now, I don't expect that you're going to get through the whole sprint. Eventually, I hope that you get better as you do it day by day, but this is our very first one. So let's go ahead, and I got to get my timer ready to go so I can time for 1 minute. Oops, that's not what I need. Let's go right here. We are going to time you for 1 minute. So get your pencil ready, and when I say, hang on just a second, I need to make sure I've got the right wording. Let's see here. I'm going to say take your mark, then I'll say ready, set, and as soon as I say the word think, you're going to write as many of those solutions to those number equations as you can in 1 minute. So again, this is a 1 minute timing. You're going to go for 1 minute. Are you ready? Here we go. Ready, excuse me, take your mark, get set, think. That was the end, so stop please. When you hear that little music play, you know that that is the end. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go through and you are going to look at how you did. Let's say you got down to number 13. You were just going to put a circle right around number 13. If that's how far you got on that first sprint, you're going to put a circle around number 13. Maybe you did really good and you got clear up to 20. You're just going to circle the last problem that you did. Now we're going to go through and I'm going to be telling what the answers are. If you got it right, you can just leave it alone. If you made a little boo-boo, just put a little X by it. So if you got it right, leave it alone. If you made a little boo-boo, it's okay, just put a little X by it so you can see how many you actually got correct. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. Ready? So 10 plus 1 is 11. 10 plus 2 is 12. 10 plus 4 is 14. 10 plus 3 is 13. 10 plus 5 is 15. 10 plus 6 is 16. What is equal to 10 plus 1? 11. What is equal to 10 plus 4? 14. What is equal to 10 plus 3? 13. What is equal to 5 plus 10 plus 5? 15. What is equal to 10 plus 2? 12. 10 plus 6, 16. 10 plus 9, 19. 10 plus 7, 17. 10 plus 8, 18. 10 plus 3, 13. 10 plus 4, or 4 plus 10, 14. 1 plus 10, 11. 2 plus 10, 12. 5 plus 10, 15. What is equal to 10 plus 5? 15. What is equal to 10 plus 8? 18. What is equal to 10 plus 9? 19. What is equal to 10 plus 6? 16. What is equal to 10 plus 7? 17. What is equal to, 16 is equal to something plus 6. That would be 10. 8 plus something is equal to 18. 10. Something plus 10 is equal to 17. 7. 19 is equal to something plus 10, which would be 9. And 18 is equal to 8 plus 10. All right, now you may not have gotten all the way to the bottom of this, and I didn't expect that you would. But hopefully you can see, maybe you missed one or two. Let's say maybe on this one you had just made a slight little boo-boo. I'm just going to pretend like I made a boo-boo. Then I only got up to number 13. We're just going to pretend that that's how far I got. So I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that I got correct. So I would put a 12 up here. So that was our first sprint. Now you'll notice on the back side, there's another sprint. This is the second one, and we're going to do exactly the same thing we did on the first one. We're going to add 10 and some ones, and again you're going to go as far as you can. When I say take your mark, get set, and then think, you flip the paper over, and then you try it for 1 minute again. Are you ready? Okay, so we're going to go for 1 minute again. Take your mark, ready, set, think. Stop. That's the end. So now I'm going to go through, and you're going to look at how far did you get. This time I got a little bit farther than I did the last time. So I'm putting a circle around the one that I got to. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 15, 14, 12, 11, 13, 14, 16, 17, 19, 18, 14, 13. Okay, that's how far I got, so I could stop right there. And it looks like this time I got them all right, so I could give myself 17 points. I got 17 right, and I improved. I had 12 the first time plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. So I improved by 5 problems. Now I'm going to keep going for those of you who maybe got a little bit farther. 12, 11, 13, 16, 19, 15, 17, 18, 10, 10, 6, 8, and 10. Okay, hopefully you had fun doing that little sprint, and there will be more of them as we go through Eureka Math. So we're going to put that to the side right now. Now there is another page in your, let's see here. Let's see, we are going to come over to this page right here. So we're going to, oh, this is your little homework page. So we'll come back to that in just a minute. Sorry, I'm still learning this program too. So now we're going to take a look at this target practice page that's in your book. This is an important page, and of course you want to put your name on it. So we know that this is you, and today's date, whatever that happens to be. So we're going to choose a target number and write it in the middle of the circle. So our target is going to be 10. Right now we're just going to be making 10. So all of our targets here are all going to be a 10. I'm just going to write a little 10 up here just so you don't forget. All of your targets for these are going to be 10. Now this little activity that you're looking at is called a number bond. Okay? These numbers relate to each other, and they help us be able to make tens. So it says that you're going to write the write the number rolled in the circle at the end of the arrows, and then make a bullseye by writing the number needed to make your target, which, by the way, at this point happens to be 10. Now, I'm not going to use a dice today because I'm just not going to. If we were here, we would be working with partners, but you're not. So I'm going to say that your first target is going to be 5. Your question is, what number would I have to add to 5 that would get me my target number, which is 10? Can you think about what would you have to add to 10? Or excuse me, add to 5 in order to get 10, which is your target? If you said 5, congratulations. Let's try our next one with a 7. Remember, we're trying to make a 10. So 7 plus what number would give me 10? 7 plus what number would give me 10? I hope you said 3. 3 plus 7 would equal 10, and 7 plus 3 would equal 10. 5 plus 5 would equal 10, and 5 plus 5 would equal 10. Here's your next number, 2. All right, what number would I have to add to 2 to get 10? If you said 8, congratulations. 2 plus 8 is 10, and 8 plus 2 is 10. So you can see how this number bond works together to make a 10. Let's come down to the next row, and this time we're going to try 4. What number would I have to add to 4 to get 10? If you said 6, congratulations, and you did a fantastic job. 4 plus 6 is 10, and 6 plus 4 is 10. Alrighty, let's try another one. Let's do 0. What would I have to add to 0 in order to get 10? If you said 10, congratulations. 0 plus 10 is 10, and 10 plus 0 is 10. Let's take a look at our next one. This time let's try 9. 9 plus what would give us 10? If you said 1, congratulations. 9 plus 1 is 10, or 1 plus 9 is 10. Excellent. Alrighty, let's see. We need to do, let's do 6 this time. What would I have to add to 6 that would give me 10? If you said 4, you're exactly correct. 6 plus 4 is 10, or 4 plus 6 is 10. All right, let's try this one. What if I started with 3? 3 plus what number would give me the target number of 10? If you said 7, congratulations. 7 plus 3 is 10, and 3 plus 7 is 10. All right, we have one more to do here. Let's see if Miss Star can make it really, really tricky. I don't know. This one's pretty easy. What about that one? What would I have to add to 5 in order to get 10? If you said 5, congratulations. You did a great job. So That's perfect. You did a great job there. All right. So, now you have your number bond. Let's see.
Teachers, can I see you for like 5?
All right, so in your tech folder, you should have had a number bond. You're going to need to have your marker and whatever you're going to use to erase your number bond. This is called a number bond, and it is used to help make number bonds. And right now, our target number is going to be 10. I'm going to turn my number bond, which, by the way, it doesn't matter which direction your number bond goes. It could have the target number here. The target number could be at the top. The target number could be on the left side. It could even be off center. It could be looking upside down with the target down here. I think we'll start with our first number bond. For right now, all of our number bonds are going to be 10. 10 is going to be our target number. Okay, this is similar to what we've done before, but we're going to continue because this is mostly a review from what you should have learned when you were in the first grade. So if I had 7 in my number bond, okay, I ask myself, what would I need to add to 7 that would give me 10? You're going to write that number in. And if you said that was 3, congratulations, you were absolutely right. 3 plus 7 is 10, and 7 plus 3 is 10. Target number and the 2 add-ins that are used to make that number bond. Okay, let's see. Oh, that is not coming off quite as good as I had hoped. Yeah, there we go. I have to push that just a little bit more. See if I can't get that off of there. It's okay if a little bit of it gets left behind as long as you can see that number. So let's say we had 8 as one of our add-ins. What number could I add to 8 that would give me 10? Think about it. If you said 2, congratulations. 8 plus 2 is 10, and 2 plus 8 is 10. This again is a number bond. 8 plus 2 is 10, and 2 plus 8 is 10. Congratulations if you got that one correct. You're going to erase your number bond. Keep your target number, because you will need that. I'm going to put my, whoops, that's going to be all crazy if I turn that upside down, isn't it? I'm going to erase this. And it just takes a little bit of work to get that number bond working the first time. So now I'm going to have 10 is going to be my target number, okay? And I'm going to do 5. What number would I need to add to 5? 5 is my add-in. Think about it. If you said 5, congratulations, because 5 plus 5 is 10. This would be a double. So 5 plus 5 is 10, and 5 plus 5 is 10. Here we go. Now we're just going to move right along here. And here we go. Let's do at least another couple of, oops, I'm going to turn my number bond this way. 10 is my target number. And this time I'm going to do 8. What could I add to 8 that would give me 10? What would I add to 8 to give me 10? I hope that you wrote 2. It doesn't matter which direction your number bond goes. Your target number is always connected by these 2 pathways. So there we go. I'm going to erase because we're going to do one more. One more. Here we go. Let's see, we did it that way. Let's do it this way this time. Doesn't matter which direction your number bond goes. All right, so 10 is my target. 10 is my target. And this time, what if I said 7? What would I add to 7 that would give me 10? If you said 3, congratulations. Now, you can use this number bond to practice adding to make 10s, and this would be an excellent way for you to practice that. That's why you have it in your packet. Hey, I just made a really great discovery here that I want to share with you. We're going to do one more number bond. One more. We're going to do 10. And we are going to do, let's do 4. What would I have to add to 4 in order to make 10? Think about it. If you said 6, congratulations. You are exactly right, because 4 plus 6 is 10, and 6 plus 4 is 10. Now here's my wonderful discovery. A good way to clean off your number bond is to use a little bit of hand sanitizer. So I took just a little tiny titch of hand sanitizer. I just took a little tiny titch, just a little teeny weeny squirt, hardly any, and look how easy that takes that off of there. A little bit of hand sanitizer, and look at that, friends. Who would have thought hand sanitizer had so many great uses? Not only does it keep your hands nice and clean, but it also keeps your number bond clean. Okay, next we are going to be taking a look at our exit ticket. After we have had an opportunity to go over all of our lesson, which we're getting close to the end. I know it's been a while, but this is the very first time that you have been doing Eureka Math, and me too, and there was a bunch of things we needed to review. So make sure, notice that it says exit ticket up here at the top. The exit ticket is a way for you to see what you have learned during this lesson. So you're going to start with your first name, your last initial, and whatever the date is today, because you might be doing this on a different day than other people. So let's take a look at the 2 problems that we need to do that will show if you learned what we were supposed to today. So we're going to either add or subtract, and we are going to complete the number bond. So complete the number bond, and then you are going to write the related math fact or math equations that go with that number bond. I'm going to remind you that your target number for both of your number bonds is 10. So you can go ahead and write that in. Your target number for your number bonds is going to be 10. And it looks like you are going to be doing, looking at your equations, what numbers are you going to be using to complete this number bond? And what numbers are you going to be using to complete this number bond? So you'll do the number bond, and then you will solve these 4 equations using the number bond, and these 4 equations using the number bond. Then you're coming down to problem number 2, and you're going to add and come up with the sum for these 3 equations. Now I'm going to tell you that you need to put the video on pause. You can take as long as you want to do this, but you need to try it on your own. And then when you're finished, you can turn the video back on, and you can see how you did. So shut the video off, do the exit ticket, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, hopefully you're back. Did you see with this number bond that we needed to be using 9 and 1? Did you notice that? Those were the add-ins that we were using to get to 10. 9 plus 1 was 10. 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 take away 1 is 9. And 10 take away 9 is 1. Remember when we did that a little bit earlier today when Miss Star was writing on the desk? So your number bond for the second part is 4 and 6, or 6 and 4. It doesn't matter. If you twisted those around and you had 6 and 4 or 4 and 6, it's okay. It's all the same. So our number bond for these 4 equations is either 6 and 4 or 4 and 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 take away 6 is 4. And 10 take away 4 is 6. How did you do? If you did really well on both of those, give yourself a big smiley face. Congratulations. And how did you do on these equations? 10 plus 5 is 15. Remember when we were doing the counting the 10 way, where we said 10 5 is 15, which is the same as 10 plus 5 is 15. 13 is equal to 10 plus something. What would I have to add to 10 to get 13? I hope you said 3. 10 plus 3 is 13, or 13 is equal to 10 plus 3. 10 plus 8 would give us 18. So this would be 10, whoops, hang on just a second. I didn't do that very good. I have to write it out. This would be 10, 5, 10, 3, and 10, 8. Remember when we did that counting, when we counted the 10 way? There we go. So 10, 5 is 15, 10, 3 is 13, or 10, 3 is 13, and 10, 8 is 18. If you did well on that, give yourself a big smiley face. All right, so now we're going to switch over here, and you do have a practice page or a homework page. So again, you're going to write your name and your last initial. Oops, gotta remember I'm Luke Scott. He's my fictitious student. Luke Scott. All right, so you are going to complete this page with the number bonds, and you're going to have to draw a number bond for each set here and here. So here you've already got the number bond drawn for you, and you're solving the related equations for both of these. And on this one, you see the numbers that you're going to need, and you're going to need to draw the number bond. I'm just going to show you just this first one. You have to draw the number bond yourself and fill it in. Okay, so you're going to be drawing the number bond for these next 4 problems. You're going to solve all of these, problems 1 through 3. There's 2 in each one. Turn the video off for a minute so you can have a chance to complete this page, and then you can turn it back on and we'll go and check it together. So pause the video and then come back and we'll check and see how you did. Are you back? Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at this page. Whoops, I just got that in a little bit better focus. I'm going to actually move that down just a tiny bit so you can see that better. All right, so it's a little bit bigger. So my number bond was, my addends were 1 and 9. So 1 plus 9 is 10. Or excuse me, 9 plus 1 is 10. 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 take away 1 is 9. And 10 take away 9 is 1. How did you do? So I know my target number is 10 for this, and my addends I can see are 8 and 2. So how'd you do there? Did you get those in there right? So 8 plus 2 is 10. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 take away 2 is 8. And 10 take away 8 is 2. Okay, give yourself a nice big smiley face if you did well on those 2. All right, coming down to problem number 2. Okay, so I am looking at my addends. I know that my target number has to be 10 because we're going to be making 10s. My addends are 6 and 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 take away 4 is 6. 10 take away 6 is 4. Now let's do another number bond, and quite honestly, do I care what direction my number bond goes? Not really. Maybe you got creative and you decided that your number bond was going to go this way. It really wouldn't matter, but my target number is 10. My addends are 3 and 7. 3 plus 7 is 10, and 7 plus 3 is 10. So I have 10 here, I have 10 here. 10 take away 7 is 3. 10 take away 3 is 7. I hope you're doing well. Coming down to problem number 3, I'm going to do my number bond again. I'm going to do it upside down again because I think that's kind of fun, but it doesn't really matter whichever way you want to do it. I know my target is going to be 10. Looks like my addends are going to be, am I supposed to draw a number bond for each one of these? 7. Oh, let's see. 7 plus 10, wait a minute, I don't think well, let's look at this. 7, wait, whoa, mister. No, 7 plus, oh yes, we go. 7 plus 3 is 10, so 7 and 3. And 10 is equal to 3 plus 7, so that's this number bond. What would I have to add to 5? I would have to add 5, so ooh, I need another number bond here, don't I? Let's get that number bond going. 10. Wait a minute, these are all different. I must only be doing the number bonds up here. I apologize for that, my friends. Yep, Miss Stark. Boy, that was a big boo-boo. You shouldn't have been doing that. I apologize. So what is 10 is equal to 7 plus 3 is 10, and 10 is equal to 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 is equal to 5 plus 5 is 10, and 10 is equal to 8. 2 plus 8 is 10. I can't make one number bond there. 10 is equal to 2 plus 8. Oh, I kind of see, I think they're matching up. And 10 is equal to 6 plus 4, and 10 is equal to 4 plus 6, and 10 is equal to 9 plus 1. Oops, I am so sorry. I told you I was probably going to make a few boo-boos, and I just did. This one just said to solve. These needed to have the number bonds. My bad. I'm so sorry. I hope you did better than I did on that. All right, my friends, you are now officially finished with lesson number 1. So we completed lesson number 1, and our next lesson will happen later with lesson number 2.